Spotty. Today I am with my wonderful friend Nihan Sevinch from Canada. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. And we are going to talk about one of the topics that's dear to all of your hearts, which is money. And we named this live. Did you decided money have to be hard? Have you ever decided that money have to be hard for you, Nihan?
100%, that was the decision I based my life on for a long, long time until recently.
Yep, me too. Like I had the point of view that if I'm going to earn money, it have to be hard, that I have to work very much and guess what? What showed up? I have to work very hard. I did a lot of things and I earned a very little amount of money. And that's where, like, as Dr. Dane here said, your point of view creates your reality, not the way around. And especially when it comes to money, like when some of you are listening, like you may be irritated like when we are talking about this, because I know like I was irritated. I was like, I would hear people like talking about money and I would go like, just choose. Like, what do you mean just choose? Like, can I just change my financial reality? Like, are you kidding me? Like, do you not see my financial reality the way it is right now? And in that moment, the limitations that I had, the point of views that I had regarding to money, they seemed so real to me. Like for me, it was impossible to change that. And that was like literally my point of view. I was like, I can change my relationships, I can change my business, I can change everything in my life, but I cannot change my financial reality. And I'm so grateful for the tools of access consciousness to for proving me wrong that actually I did change my financial reality. And one of the books that really started to open up a totally different possibility for me was the How to Become Money workbook. Because before that, like anything that I would read, anything that I would listen, like it was always about telling me what I should do. It was like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. And I would do all of those things that they told me to do. And again, I would end up in the same financial position. So I eventually gave up. I was like, okay, like this is not working, things are not changing. So maybe it is not possible to change my financial reality. And when I came across this phenomenal book and actually take a session or a class with a facilitator, and which like facilitator asking me questions and being this space of no wrong, no right, nothing to fix, nothing to change, but actually being there with my point of views. Like first time in my life, I was able to have a conversation with someone regarding to money. Like how many of you grow up around people like when you were talking, when you were oh actually I just realized I have to be back in 1 minute. I left milk on the country. Just 1 second.
So, as I'm curious if you're watching us right now or in the future, I'd love to know, have you read the How to Become Money workbook by Gary Douglas? And if yes, how many times? Let us know in the comments.
Sorry for that. I just realized that actually I leave some milk on the
On the stove?
stove. Yes. I was like, oh god, that was a sorry for that.
I think that was a very sweet moment.
Hey, thank you.
We've all done that.
Yeah, it's not something that you ideally like to have on a life, but things happen.
And you
And
see, it's kind of like that. Like, you know how, like in this reality, how much like we're not allowed to talk about money. We're not allowed to go on live and say, oh my God, I have the milk on the stove. And yet, these are things that we all experience. And of course, there's a time and place, but how much do we try to hide what we have called our imperfections, especially when it comes to money, and suffer in a corner thinking we're alone and nothing can change this?
Hmm. And thank you so much for saying that, and thank you so much, Milk, for your contribution. Because that was actually like another point of view that I had that I actually forget. How does it get any better than that? That my point of view was I have to be perfect to able to receive money. If I choose something that is quote unquote not conscious, like that was my point of view, because the consciousness includes everything and it judges nothing. And I remember like after asking these questions, and as I was saying, like being in this space to explore my point of views regarding to money, because I had so many point of views that I had that I didn't even know I had. And those was the point of views that was keeping me from changing my financial reality. And that's one of the phenomenal things with access consciousness. It addresses the energetic point of views that we have. And that is the reason, like, if you are out there listening to this live and you're like, I tried everything, nothing worked, and it's not changing, or I did everything and still I'm in the same position, there is a high possibility, like there is some deep point of views that you bought, that you have, that is creating your financial reality. And once you don't address that point of view, it's like there is this factory of, let's say, a shit factory that's creating all of this shit, and you are cleaning the shit in the street, or like all the shits that it's creating, but you're not addressing the factory. So like the factory is keep creating this. And when you are willing to be present with what is creating this, then you can let that go. You can release that from your body, from your being, and then you can open up to something that's totally different and possible. And for me, that is magic. That is magic, where you can actually change your point of view, where you can let go of something that you're experiencing and open up to something that's totally different.
And I have a question for our viewers. How many of you perceived a relaxation with your body, like as Troy was talking about this? Maybe you did not hear the words, but what's happening with your body right now, actually?
Yeah. Yeah. And our bodies are an incredible contribution, and they're actually looking to be a contribution to our financial reality. Because if you didn't have a body as an infinite being, would you need money? Would you have to pay electricity? Would you require a plane ticket to go to a different country? Or do you require to buy clothes? No. You require money because you have a body. And that's where you can actually ask for your body to contribute to your financial reality. And you can do this right now. What if you just ask your body, going, hey, body, can you please contribute to my financial reality? And that's it. Like, hey, body, what do you know about money? What do you know about money that I haven't asked you before, that I haven't acknowledged, that I haven't received? And even when I asked that, it's like, like there's this energy that is presenting itself. Do I not know necessarily what that is cognitively? No. But that's the other thing. Like, are you trying to understand money? Are you trying to figure out how money works? I still do not know how money works. But I know when I am willing to be a different possibility, when I'm willing to show up in my life, when I'm willing to choose, when I'm willing to create, money comes from the weirdest places. And I know that is my reality. And this book is designed for you to discover what is your financial reality. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And if you like to, I'm going to say, change the fixed point of views that you have regarding to money, and wherever you are. So like, you may have a lot of money, you may have a little money, you have no money. Come, like, I'm going to invite you to do and how to become money workbook. Like, either like purchase the book if you're not able to attend the class, or if you can attend the class, I will highly recommend to do it with a facilitator, because personally for me, and I'd love to hear how was it for you, Nihan, like when I like first started to read the book, I had so many fixed point of views, so I was not able to receive what the book was looking to offer me, because I already decided what that meant. But when I did with a facilitator, where they didn't have as much as judgment that I have about me and my financial reality, it gave me this space that I was able to choose something different.
When I first got the book, I couldn't finish chapter 1. I kept falling asleep
Yeah.
consistently for 15 days. I would fall asleep. I could not stay present to read the words on the book. And when I started taking How to Become Money workbook series classes with facilitators, and with each facilitator, it started becoming a huge contribution in my life. In fact, I love always having a How to Become Money series in my life. This facilitator does 10 weeks, and then another does, and then you do it again. So I'm always jumping on. And I had a family member once said, "If like, why are you repeating the same thing over and over again?" And I asked myself, because that looked like a failure in their eyes, and I realized how much I was judging myself. But immediately I became aware, my life is so different now. I'm in it for the long game. I do have money magic. What I'm looking at is, what would it take for this to be always? What if I never have to buy limitation? And How to Become Money workbook, for me, doing that with a group, with a facilitator, really keeps me accountable and allows me that change. It's layer upon layer upon layer. And I am very happy to report that I am starting to become more and more congruent with what is true for me with money. And I haven't even scratched the surface, but that is no longer a wrongness. For
Yeah.
me to be part of another How to Become Money workbook, to receive it, is no longer a wrongness. I'm inspired by it. And what else is possible, truly? This is my life. This really nurtures me, this book.
Yeah.
And I will use the tools. That's
Yeah.
my point of view now.
Yeah. And as you said, like, this is not a short program to how to get rich quickly. This is not about that. This is about you becoming present in your life, actually going, hey, like, I am the creator of my life, and I'm creating my life in every moment, and actually starting to really take responsibility for all your thoughts, where you're putting your energy, and acknowledging the places that's not creating, and changing that. And that may require some time. Like, does that mean, like, for you to like change your financial reality, it have to be like take couple of years? No, it starts now. And again, it is not something that you just choose and leave. It is a long term game where you not only change your financial reality, but actually, as you said, like, you change your whole life. Because when you change your point of view, your your whole reality changes too. And yeah, it's it's incredible. And like for me, I'm just so grateful for all the tools, because as you said, like every time that I personally read it, it's so different and I receive something different. I recognize a different information. I'm like, oh my god, was that there before? And it opens up a totally different universe for me, and it just becomes greater and greater and greater and greater. And in the when I first started, it was about like getting rid of all of my problems and having money, which is cool. And now it becomes something totally different. It's now about like creating even bigger and greater and more possibilities in my life. And it's just becoming greater and greater. And that's what we would love to invite you into, and let you know that if you are out there, if you're thinking that you are fucked up with money, there's something wrong with you, that you do not work, that was our literal point of view a couple of years ago. For me, I think it was like 5, 6 years ago when I really started to use the tools of Access Consciousness in my financial reality. And I was able to change that over time with dedication of the tool, using of the tools every day.
And Troy, I have watched you do that. You did not hide that from us when you were facilitating us.
Yep.
And I got to witness the changes in your life with your finances, how you show up in the world. And I saw that you were using these tools, these very tools from this book. And that got me paying more attention and stop judging myself and say, wait, look at what he is creating. It's easy to look at some people who have already created more wealth, even though I see them using these tools and creating greater. And then you showed me, oh, wait, he has similar points of views. And I watched him change. I wonder what else is possible for you, for me. So I wonder what else is possible for you watching us today.
Yeah. Yeah. And like both of us, like I think I know you for like maybe 3, 4 years in this point, and like both of us have become like so much more greater in our lives, like so much more present, and like have so much more possibilities, so much more ease. And for me, that is it. Like for me, that's the How to Become Money workbook. Like that is where your life is expanding. It's not necessarily about the money either. Like both of us are not millionaires, as far as I know. Like
Yet.
yes,
Yet.
yes, exactly. But our life is keep expanding and becoming greater. And my life is so much more richer. And I know,
Rich.
like, I will become a millionaire. Like, one day I will become a millionaire. I know that. And it is coming. And again, like, it's not a short term game. It's not about how can I become a millionaire now. No, it's about how can I relax into becoming a millionaire and more. So if you know, and if you like to have something different with your financial reality, we love to invite you to explore this book further, How to Become a Workbook. And if you'd like to, I'm actually going to start a 10-week journey tomorrow for 10 weeks. And we will popping the link into the comments, and you can always contact with me or Nihan if you guys or have any other questions. Thank you so much, Nihan, for being here with me, being in my life, and continuously being this incredible support that makes my life so much more richer. So thank you.
Wow, I am so grateful to receive, and I'm so grateful you're in my life and on the planet.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a different possibility.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.